morning. My name is Igor. I'm from Porto Alegre. She knows Porto Alegre. She has already been there. Well, I'm going to present you this poster. It's almost a paper, but someone here is procrastinating the submission to the journal. Well, the idea appeared when during the residence of Mariana, we discussed a lot about procrastination. It's an idiosyncratic aspect of some disorders like ADHD and OCD, but also it's idiosyncratic for some population. For example, adolescents. I remember an adolescent that had a schoolwork. He had to write about the difference between, or the similitudes between communism and capitalism. But he had so much doubts that he couldn't finish it, and procrastinated. Wow. So while we were discussing about procrastination, we also had a doubt. What is the real definition, or what is the most prevalent definition of procrastination? So we decided to proceed this scoping review, which is a kind of systematic review, but more flexible. And it was a surprising experience. We collect several data about the papers, about the quality of the papers, about the population that were studied in the papers about procrastination. But I'm going to show you here just the main results about the definition of procrastination. Well, we collected the definition of procrastination in almost 400 papers. Here, 387 papers. So we put the definition on a program that built for us word cloud analysis, and we took these words and the most prevalent words, which reach 85% of the prevalence of the word cloud, and we asked for some artificial intelligence to construct, to make the definition of procrastination. So we asked for them, if I could call them, ChatGPT and Gemini, with 64 words to make a definition of procrastination. And they are almost the same, of course, almost the same, but Gemini was more resumed. It's interesting to underline that almost all the papers that studied procrastination did it in students, not on clinical samples. Just one or two papers on ADHD sample and no samples with OCD. It's interesting to underline also that in DSM-5, the only disorder that cites procrastination is OCD, but it was not studied yet in OCD. So the conclusion is that we need a unified definition of procrastination, because we had lots of all around the papers. We also collected data about instruments to evaluate procrastination, and the next step, I hope, Mariana, we could investigate procrastination in OCD and maybe also in ADHD. We have one author, Eugenio Greves from Porto Alegre, also, and he studies ADHD in adults, and I study OCD. So we'd like to join our groups to investigate procrastination and if there's some psychopathological difference in such samples. That's it. If you would like afterwards, I won't read the definitions the AI did for us, but if you would like to read it, it's there. Thank you very much.